who are now tuned in to a Dub Average podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the pod. I am your host, T Dub. I'm sitting here with one of the best coaches that came through Deerfield High, Coach
Drew Phillips.
Drew Phillips, man. And what's the sport that you coach?
Baseball.
Definitely. I love baseball now because of this guy. His energy is real good. He coached my son, letting you know, people, this is one of them dudes, bro. So, Coach Drew, your history in baseball to get you into coaching. We'll start with that.
Good question. I'm a baseball lifer. I've been playing baseball since I was a little kid. Growing up, played all the sports, but I think I was best at baseball. So I kept playing, played in college. After college, played a little pro. And then after that, I came home and started coaching with my old high school coach. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do after baseball because, I was supposed to be a famous baseball player, but that didn't work out. So he didn't teach at the school. So he asked me if I was interested in maybe subbing, so keep an eye on the kids. So I was like, all right. And then that turned into my career. So now I'm a teacher because of baseball. So everything came full circle.
With baseball turn you into a teacher, not the opposite way?
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
That's crazy for real. So when you say you play other sports and when you were younger, what other sport you played? Because we're in South Florida, so that happens.
Right. I grew up in Pompano Beach. I played basketball, football. I played football, but I was like 70, 80 pounds. So all the tackles I made, I would hold on to their foot after they ran me over.
Until the rest of the team come jump on.
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know if this is really for me.
I get it.
I love football and basketball. To this day, I love playing it, watching it. But baseball was always my thing.
Okay, so in Little League, what position made you fall in love with baseball?
I played all the positions, really.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere they needed me. In college, I ended up being a pitcher, mainly because I just had a good arm. So they made me a pitcher.
Any special pitches that you like, your go-to pitch? What would that be?
I was in love with my arm, so I love my fastball. Like to throw a slider. Those were my main two.
See, them the type of things I had to learn. Being a football person, I had to learn the different names and stuff for baseball. And just asking you questions, you'll be always willing to share whatever your information.
Definitely.
Growing up, like, you got any siblings or?
I have an older sister, a half sister, but pretty much I was the only child.
Okay, so most only childs don't be cool like that. I remember seeing you at the Little League coaching, like out there at the Pompano Fields.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reasoning for doing that at the time? Like the same reason for helping the coach? Or?
Yeah, well, no, just coaching in general. I just wanted to give back. I feel like baseball just saved my life. It put me in college, got me a degree, kept me out of trouble. A lot of my friends growing up with, went a different route and, got in trouble. And that just kept my nose clean and gave me something to focus on and keep me out of trouble.
Is that the park that you played at too in Little League?
Kester Park. Yep.
Yeah,
grew up at that park.
And they revamped that park. I just went out there.
I know.
Recently.
I saw that. It's nice.
It's amazing. I wish we had that type of park. Ooh, man. We would have had to bring a lot of teams to us at that time. When you coach, did you come in as a head coach or at the Little League, I'm saying, or did you come in as like a specialty person, like helping out with the pitchers, being that you were a pitcher?
No, with the Little League, I started off as the head coach just because I had some experience.
Okay.
And I coached my son growing up. So yeah, I was always the head coach for the little guys.
All right. Since you bring up your son, I was going to ask you, because I'm a sports dad as well. So how do you manage doing that, being able to be a coach and like try to be like, I want to teach my son, but I got to teach these kids too. But I want to, hey, you just did this wrong at the time, but then you got 12 other kids. Like, how do you manage? I see that you don't show like favoritism like other coaches kind of do. I mean, it's kind of hard being a parent though.
No, it's a challenge for sure, because you hold your kid to a high standard. You explain to them that you're the coach, and you got to lead by example. If you don't do it, they're not going to do it. So it's definitely a challenge, and my son at times could be a challenge. So I'm glad he's in college now, and I can just sit back and watch and let somebody else yell at him.
Hey, that right there, that's why my son, I think he stopped playing football for me, because I was coaching football, and he just was like, I don't even want to play the whole sport. He just walked away from the complete sport. Like, he went to baseball. He went to something that he knew I had no information or no history on like that. So
yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen, but hey, he stuck it out. So I've told him, if you didn't quit yet, you're never going to quit.
Yeah, it looks like an addicting sport too, though. Like, if you really buy into it, it's something that you can get a lot of like years in, and you can always enjoy it, even if you're doing it like for pastime.
Yeah.
You still go out and play, like, men's leagues or anything?
Every now and then I'll like fill in on the softball field or something like that, just to have some fun. But no, I don't play. I'll pull something.
Oh man, don't do that, bro. You try to don't do our age like that, bro. Like, all right, bro. When you say you went to school, do you want to mention the school, shout outs to the school or anything like that? Or?
Yeah. I went to Florida Gulf Coast University. Very good baseball program in Fort Myers, Florida.
Yeah, I heard
shout out to Coach Dave Tillett. He's still there doing his thing. I think he's like 6-7 time coach of the year.
Wow.
So I was very blessed to play for him, learned a lot from him. And he turned my whole life around.
That's some good tutelage, man.
Yeah, I'm very blessed.
That's
very
dope,
blessed.
For real. So what high school did you end up going to when
I went to Blanche Ely High School in Pompano Beach. Good times over there.
Yeah.
At the time, they weren't really known for their baseball.
That's why I was.
If you're from the area, you probably know that. But I lucked out. So my freshman year, I went to Cardinal Gibbons to play baseball there. Was hanging around the wrong people. Didn't get my grades. So my mom was like, all right, well, you're going to learn. I'm going to put you in Ely and you're going to learn your lesson.
Yeah.
So I went over to Ely, and by the grace of God, some guy named Kevin Carney moved down here from Boston, Massachusetts, and wanted to coach baseball. Didn't know what he was getting himself into. Got the job at Ely, and the rest is history. I mean, he worked with this team and me every single day for 4 years, improved the team, improved myself, and then got me into college on a scholarship. So
he
I owe
built
a lot to him.
Like that, just off some random. He didn't even know what city he was going to.
He didn't know what he was doing. He got there and he's like, "Oh my God, what am I doing?"
But he's already locked in. So
yeah, he was locked in and he stuck it out. And man, he was my guardian angel. Man, he was.
That's like, what's the word? Serendipity or something like that. It's like, I think that's, I don't know. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I'll edit this out. But it's like, that's when something comes together. Like, you ended up getting almost forced to go to the school, and then
he comes in and just
like that angel on your shoulder, like, yo, we gonna get this done. Like,
yeah,
good guy. Like,
he just lucky.
Oh, that's crazy. I've never heard of Ely being good at baseball.
Yeah, for that little stretch, we were. I mean, we weren't states or anything, but we were winning games.
Yeah, y'all made some noise. Yeah, I get you. Appreciate that backstory, man. So anything like before that, nothing like, because obviously you went to Cardinal Gibbons, so you had to be talented enough to get into Cardinal Gibbons.
So I grew up going to all the camps they had there, and I knew the coach, and the plan was for me to go there and play, and it just didn't work out. So, but everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that, and it was the best thing that could have ever happened. So even at that time, Ely had no school on Fridays. So I just fell in love with that. So I'm not going anywhere.
I wish I had that.
Right?
No school on Fridays is crazy.
Yeah, that was the best.
Damn.
So they don't do that anymore. But for my little run, that's what they did.
You didn't try to do any other sports because baseball basically had you at that
point.
point.
I played all the sports growing up, and I knew, especially when I went to Ely, they were state champions. And so in football. So
okay,
I wasn't getting in there.
Like, I ain't know. I'm about 100 and something pounds.
Right. I already knew what time it was, and baseball was definitely my best sport. So I figured I'd give it all I got, see what happens.
Damn, that's good, man. Anybody you met along the way that you still in contact with from high school at Ely like that?
I mean, yeah. Well, a few of them, have passed away, unfortunately. But some of the stars of the football team, Tyrone Moss, who was a huge star.
Oh, I do know him.
He passed away. He went to but he was unreal in high school. He
had all the records in Florida at one point.
He still does, I think.
Yeah, that's true. So you was around that era, like everything was popping.
I graduated 03. Yeah, they were powerhouse.
Damn.
So I still see a lot of those guys.
That's what's up.
Yeah, a good friend of mine just passed away, Jonathan Edwards. He was another star linebacker for the team, and I just went to his funeral, and it was like a homecoming. We saw everybody there.
Yeah.
So it was
my condolences.
Yeah, it was terrible loss.
I want to talk about when you was younger because it kind of paves the way of like where you going, like with a lot of things. Because you ran into some issues, you had to get leave from Cardinal Gibbons, and you got sent to Ely. Were you fighting to go into Ely at first?
No, because a bunch of kids from my neighborhood, and I went to Pompano Middle, so all those kids go to Ely, and I live a mile and a half away from Ely, so I just knew everybody. So really, I didn't really care.
It almost was like, damn, you wanted to go there.
Like whatever,
It was a better thing for you. Yeah.
And then it was like, what? They don't have school on Fridays?
Can't beat that.
Right.
They can't beat that.
Right. But I always wanted to play baseball, so the goal was to go there, get my grades up, and then find somewhere else to go. But then I ran into this coach, and it all worked out.
So you stayed there the rest of the 3 years and just made it the best.
Yeah.
And that golf course thing, your experience there, like, how was that like? Like coming in, leaving home for the first time, like officially just going. How did you take that?
I mean, that's always tough leaving home, but it was exciting. It was a roller coaster ride for me. I ended up tearing my labrum in my shoulder my sophomore year. I had my son the same sophomore year, so it was eventful for sure. But we got through it.
Definitely, you obviously got through it, bro. You doing great things at Deerfield. I want to touch on that in a few. But all right, so you in college, you. First time away from home. It's not too far, but that's far still, bro. Because when you 18 years old, you out of the house, basically responsible for yourself.
Right.
So you get there, you balling out your freshman year, the second year, or you playing your freshman year, however that went, and then the second year you get injured, but you have a blessing coming in as a kid, but you are a kid, so you have a kid.
Babies having babies.
Yeah, I mean, that's just life, bro. That happens. I'm trying to talk to my son about that too right now. He gone, and he all the way up there in New York.
Yeah.
So
same. I'm telling my son.
Yeah, just kind of like lock in
right
what you doing and stay focused, bro. But it can't get kind of crazy. Did you find yourself coming home a lot often when you were over on that side of Florida?
I did. I tried to get home. It was 2 hours away, so I tried to get home as much as I could. Well, especially once I had my son, I any reason I could find, I'd come home.
Try to get there.
Yeah. So it was far enough to get away, but also close enough where I could come home when I wanted to.
So what did you go to school for? Obviously, you're a teacher. You say
I actually got a criminal justice degree. Don't ask me how I did that, but yeah. So a lot of the kids on the team were doing that. So I was like, all right, I'll try it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I never really wanted to be a cop or anything. So that's why when I got out of school, I didn't really know what, especially around here,
to do with that.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and teaching's not the greatest job, but to me it is because I get to spend a lot of time with my kids.
Yeah.
I got to do the whole baseball thing with my son, travel, do the tournaments and all that. So it was a lot of fun.
Damn, that sounds good, man. I wish I would have. Well, Trey, he wanted to play baseball, so whatever the kids want to do, we try to like support it and get behind it 1,000%. Now let's get to Deerfield. Now you the coach of Deerfield. The season is coming up. I want to give a shout out to you and say thanks for giving me the job as the announcer. And
best in the game, best in Broward County.
I appreciate that.
Doing it. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. That was a dope time, man. I was having fun with it. After I got comfortable, I started getting real loud and coming up with different little sounds and
killing
antics
it
and stuff.
Just to put it out there, you got the job this year if you want it.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to hire my baby boy to come assist me in there.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can. So leading up to the season this year, like how do you feel about this season coming up, the 2025 season?
I'm always excited for a new year. You never know. We lost a lot of production last year. We were senior heavy last year, but we should be pretty good. We got some guys coming back where we should be very good pitching. Our pitching should give us a chance to win some games.
Okay.
And, we're going to be out there with them working, and hopefully improving. And you never know. We're excited.
Anything y'all doing like different, like how we, all the preseason stuff, like getting them ready to go? Because that's what'll take me to get out there to get to learn the names and faces.
Yeah. Well, we just got done with fall ball. We do that in the fall.
I missed that.
We play a few games, try to get everybody going. But we're always doing different things. I'm always trying to evolve as a coach and get better so I can get the kids better. And so, yeah.
How you got all those relationships with those other coaches? Because I noticed like fall ball and stuff going on. You know the coaches. That's how y'all get these like games together and stuff like that. Are these ex-players that you play with, or how did you get these relationships?
Some of them are, and some of them will have like meetings, and we'll meet each other, and then we'll get their numbers and this, start to schedule games. And then after a couple of years, we've scheduled a game here, and then we're just having somewhat of a relationship.
Football, they don't usually do that because they kind of try to keep everything secret. They don't want to just run across each other like that. But baseball is a big community, it seems like.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Freshman heavy, or what are you, a mixed crowd of the team this year?
Yeah, we're junior heavy. We have some good juniors. We have at the moment, I think we have 2 seniors. Last year we had like 9.
It was a lot of, that gate was full with seniors on the gate.
Yeah. So that was huge for us. So hopefully, guys step up and we can be right where we were last year.
Do you got the same staff out there?
No. I have Coach Donnie. He's back, and then no, we got some new coaches.
So
we got a new pitching coach.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Coach Ricky Wolfer. He's a great add to the team. He's going to really help with the pitching. Very excited to add him. Then we have Coach Carlos back.
Okay,
and me. So same crew for the most part.
Crew. Okay, most part. But then you just added the extra pitching coach.
So we lost a couple.
Okay. So. That's good because now you don't got to focus on the pitchers by yourself.
Right,
You
right.
got somebody else huge. That's definitely going to help out because pitching was an issue.
It can be for sure.
Yeah, that's a big. Now that I know baseball, I know that's probably the main thing.
That is.
Usually you won't it seems like y'all have like 10 pitchers on the bench waiting to go in. Right. Everybody got to have a fresh arm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of sports that you would not want your kids to play on your team in the middle of coaching, like baseball?
I don't want them to play anything. No, not during baseball. Even, no.
Go ahead, man. They don't know.
I had one of my key players was at the Hurricane or Dolphin game, and he was playing football in the parking lot and fractured his wrist. So I mean, it's too dangerous, especially during the season. So one little injury, can ruin the whole season.
The season gone. And it's for him too. That person, the kid too.
You only get 4 years to do this. And if you get hurt, you just wasted a year.
You just wasted a year. And it's at the inopportune time too.
Right.
Damn, bro.
Especially not an organized sport. You're just messing around. You just got to be real careful, especially with the basketball. One, you jump up for a rebound, you land on someone's foot, you're out. You just got to be super careful.
I'm glad another person, another coach, another parent is saying this. I tell my daughter and my son that the same thing, bro. Like you got a season to look forward to. Try to be more mindful of that.
Right. A lot of these kids out there that they don't, and they're playing tackle basketball or whatever the case may be, and you got a lot to lose. You got to be smart.
So what, we talking about them, what they doing for fun? Like, what you like to do outside of coaching? Like, what do you like as far as hobbies and stuff like that?
I like fishing. Fishing's fun. Don't really get to do it much, but every now and then I try to get some fishing in. I'm big into these fantasy sports. I don't know what it is.
That job take over your life,
does.
man.
It's all on the app. It's just everything's right there.
It's right on your phone.
So I do the baseball and football fantasy. That keeps me busy. So yeah, that's.
So you're in a few leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, bro. How you looking this year?
Football, I struggled. Usually I'm right there to the end, but this year, Brees Hall killed me. Marvin Harrison Jr. killed me. My whole team, Matt Laporta. Oh, I've drafted the whole team a bust this year.
Damn. Yeah, the NFL is kind of crazy this year too, for real though.
Yeah.
So I usually ask rapid fire questions like favorite foods and stuff like that. I'll be asking questions, 1-word answers, and you could just, give me an answer. Or if you just feel like, hey, I don't know, I'll just let it go. We'll keep going. What's your go-to food right now so people can know?
I mean, I've always been a seafood lover.
Mhm.
Special occasions, I love me some lobster, some crab.
That's big dog.
So
you expensive date.
Yeah, so those are my favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm easy, man. I like all food. I'm a foodie.
Oh, you're a foodie, so you'll try.
I'll try anything.
Definitely once at least, right?
Definitely. Sushi, yeah.
Yeah, I like sushi too. I'll try some.
It depends on the fish, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little picky when it comes to has to be the right fish.
Okay. I be seeing you with like swag like type shoes on. You ain't too crazy with it, but if you had a pair of shoes right now and you had to look down and they were just magically on your feet, what would appear?
That's a good question. Cause
you and your son got swag now.
I know we got some shoes. I'm a dunk guy. I like the dunks.
Oh yeah, like the panda dunks.
Not the pandas.
Yeah, everybody got
the pandas.
Yeah, I got you.
But I just like that style.
That style of shoe, like Lowe's.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had a car, you walk outside right now, and the keys was right there, ready to go. What car would it be? You ain't got to give me no crazy car like Lamborghini.
Right. Because that would probably be it. But
yeah,
I actually just got a new car.
Yeah,
and I love it. It's a Tesla. I started a rental company. I attempted. So I had some Teslas I was renting out. They didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
So I just traded them all in, and I just got a new Tahoe, and I love it.
Damn,
it's bad to the bone.
I hope my wife don't see this because the car that she wants is in the same like range. Like she wants the Escalade, and I'm like,
okay.
No, it's not okay. Coach, don't do that. This is recorded. We gonna take that off. So just get away from that. Yeah. So yeah, like that. And she's such a little person. Like she wants that big vehicle. And I'm like, hey, listen, man. First of all, we got 4 kids, so that's not in the budget.
Right.
So yeah, but that's a nice car for real. So that's basically the car you got what you wanted. I got you.
I got what I wanted for sure.
Definitely. That's good. That's good. If you had to go to a place and you had to take just one other person with you, obviously we're gonna say our wives. I'm not even gonna give you the option. Where would it be for 30 days with no like just to get away, 30 days, kids good, you ain't gotta worry about them. What would it be?
Last year I went to Cabo and it was amazing in Mexico.
I wish you could have stayed there for 30?
Oh, forever. Forever.
You wouldn't have came back.
Home. No, that place is unreal. We stayed at a nice place. We went for a wedding.
Yeah.
And it was all inclusive, so we couldn't stay for too long, but it was awesome.
You was going.
And at that time, there was whales. I've never seen a whale before, so we could see whales from our hotel. Crazy.
Damn, y'all was by the beach like that.
Yeah.
That was dope, bro.
Dope. Coolest thing I've ever been a part of for sure.
And music wise, I know you kind of like seem like you got like some hip hop vibes to you a little bit. But I don't know. I might be mistaken. But what's your favorite 3 artists right now? It don't matter what genre.
So yeah, I like a lot of different music.
You just like
definitely have to go with Kodak. Being from Pompano.
Okay, I forgot you're an Ely person, man. Hold on. Kodak Black, check him out. Kodak Black.
I also like a little country. You got Morgan Wallen. He's been killing it.
And
then the classic, I got to go with Tupac, the legend.
My God. I try to put my kids on Tupac. Now they got this TikTok thing now with How Do You Want It? They got like a little short, the kids playing it. I had to get on TikTok now because I got the channel. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, like, follow, share, all that stuff. Please, at my TikTok, ADub Average.
You gotta check that out.
Yeah, ADub_average on TikTok, ADub_average on Instagram. Just give a shout out, go follow that, and go to YouTube and follow my channel, ADub Average. Those artists like Tupac, Biggie, stuff like that. I try to get the young kids to like try to tune in because what's happening is the new music, they sampling from that.
Yep. Yeah.
And they know that the song sound good, but they just sample and make it their own.
Yeah.
What clothing brand or like how do you like the dress?
Yeah, so I'm kind of slacking on my clothing. We got 2 kids, balling on a budget. I got a buddy that owns Dirty Sports, so I usually get my stuff through him.
I remember him from Little League. He used to do all the jerseys and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's got good stuff. Check him out. He got
some nice stuff. That's what. Give him a shout out.
Yeah, Dirty Sports, Robert Hendren. Take care of whatever you need.
Yeah, he got some nice stuff. And he could put it any kind of way you want it too. Like you could advertise on it. He could just.
Oh yeah, he can do whatever.
He got dry fit stuff. I remember all that stuff. I used to always get his jerseys and stuff like that. Definitely. Dirty Sports, shout out to you, bro.
Yes, sir. And he just made us some fresh Deerfield Yankee jerseys that we're going to be rocking this year. If you're DJing, I might hook you up.
Bro, you just sold me. I might have to tell my wife, listen, man, I might have to go ahead and I got another job I got to go to. And I like coming to y'all practices too because y'all play music. Yeah, and it's kind of like a good vibe. I can go in there and practice and learn faces and stuff like that. Yeah, I might have to go ahead and do that, man, for real. And it'll give me some more.
That's the best news I ever heard.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that, man. I just, you gotta part of my, deficiencies or whatever with baseball since I don't understand that stuff. Y'all had to break those numbers down. I don't know if you want to do that for the people, and I can watch this video back, like the numbers, because
each position has a number.
Yes,
right.
Y'all gave me the thing
with numbers,
and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I had to Google it, like.
That was my bad. Because I would give you the little sheet that I had to give the umpire, and that's how we do it on the for the umpire. So that was my bad.
I was like, what is this number? And then one of the coaches was like, how are you an announcer? You don't even know. I'm like, bro, listen, I like the job, bro. Right. Don't worry about me knowing my knowledge is not there. Yeah, so I really appreciate that. But it made me learn on the fly. So it was a good learning experience. And those are your parents that I be seeing at the games.
Yeah.
They support heavy, bro.
They're the best, man.
You got to give them a shout out on the pod.
Huge shout out. Mom and dad. Couldn't do it without you. They've been my biggest fans since I've been this big. So
definitely
always there and so supportive. Supported not just of me, for everybody involved. So
yeah, they know best. My son. They speak to my son. Oh, that's your son. Then every time they come to the game, your mom or your dad, they're gonna say something to me. What's good? Like, how's Thomas doing? And hey, tell him to swing the ball. You can't make a hit of it. Just like basketball, you can't make the shot if you don't
shoot it, right?
Yeah, definitely. And
they're the best.
Hey, I always wanted to ask you this: when you coached in Little League, where you got them big ass hats from?
Dirty Sports.
The big hats?
Yeah.
He got to have a website.
Oh yeah, he's got a website.
I gotta get one of them hats.
I got you.
Because I'll be in the yard and I'll be like, dog, this.
Now they even got the new ones with the inside. They got all different kind of designs. I just got a hurricane one. I'll get you one of those. You need a new team.
I don't need a new team, man. Don't talk about. Hey, just to let y'all know, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell y'all because he gonna clown me right now, and that's messed up.
Dub average.
All right, so I'm a Florida State fan. I'm sorry that I'm disappointing a lot of y'all fans out there. I'm a Florida State fan. He a UM fan. And y'all already know. I don't got to say nothing else after that. All right? That's it.
It's all love, though. It's all love.
But don't bring a UM hat in here, bro. I might set that thing on fire like they used to do.
No, I understand. Yeah. I'd do the same. You gave me a Florida State.
Yeah, I won't do that to you, man. Do you go to their games? Or
I got season tickets. Come on, man. I'm a true fan.
Nobody ain't gonna drive me up there no more, so I can't go to the games in Florida State, Tallahassee no more. So
you better wait a little bit when they start winning a couple games. You don't want to go up there.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and change the subject. I got rid of that sound bite.
Every time I come in the kitchen.
How you cooking me over here, bro? So yeah, I definitely got to get that dirty sports, that big hat. I always wanted to ask you about
For
it.
sure. They got a bunch of different ones.
And now that you offer me the job, yeah, I'm gonna have to come out there, man. And
That's
I like that the vibe. The vibe is always good.
Well, you make the vibe.
Nah, I'm finna try
You make the vibe.
I'm finna try to tip it over this year. I don't know what I can get away with. I'm not gonna do no crazy stuff, but I know those umpires, they kind of like, hey.
Don't worry about them.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, bro. So now I'm really feeling amped up about this, man.
Let's do it.
I got a new job, people. I'm gonna be the announcer.
Come check us out.
Definitely.
Deerfield High.
Deerfield High School, man. Season kicking off, 2025 season, man. I'm here with Coach Drew, man. Drew Phillips. You don't got no nicknames they call you?
Nah, no nicknames.
I'm probably gonna give you a nickname during the season, bro. But you Cool Drew. That's what I really wanted to say. Cool
I like
Drew.
that. My mom used to call me Angel Face, but it didn't really stick.
That's not gonna stick, bro. I can't use that name. That's like me, and this ain't as bad as your. This is worse than your
Really?
nickname. But that because mom always give
Right.
you. Okay, since you said Angel Face, I'm gonna tell you what my mom used to call me. Pumpkin.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's bad, bro. Who gonna call me that?
Did you do it in front of your friends?
Hell no.
Oh, see, she does it in front. That's the difference.
Oh my.
I know,
God.
terrible.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
I have a couple friends that I grew up with that call me that, just to,
Just to get
To
under your
mess with me.
skin real quick. All right, next time you talk about Florida State, baby face, I'm finna get you that.
All right, I'll stop.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. What you like to do with the family, because it's hard being a coach and having like the work-life balance. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, well,
Coaching, teaching, and being a parent.
Yeah, no, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. My girl, she doesn't really like that I spent so much time on the baseball field sometimes, but which I'm sure you know.
I already know.
Yeah, so, but I try to make the best of it. So when I'm home with the family,
Try to tune in
Yeah.
and just lock out everything else.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is hard because I'm always getting a call about this or like that, and
you got players. You got to.
yeah, it's always something. It is what it is.
I just want to hear from you because I'm like, start feeling like you're the only person going through it. At certain points.
I've asked other coaches, and they all say the same thing.
Same thing, bro. It's time consuming because you gotta win. You don't want to just be out there
Right.
showing up. Oh, we don't got practice tomorrow. I gotta be home with the
Right. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it.
You gotta go
And
100%.
It takes a lot of time. So.
Definitely. Do you see yourself going to the next level eventually, like in your coaching career, like to the college level?
I mean, that's not why I do this. I just do this to, maybe help a kid, maybe go to college, maybe he wouldn't have.
See his potential.
Yeah, man. I just do this, like I said, to give back. I love the game. And it's fun coaching. It's like I'm kind of playing. So after some of these games, I can't even fall asleep at night. I'm just running through all the different situations in my mind and what I could have done better. So I mean, it just gives me that competitive feel still.
You know that's a sign of a good coach, dog. Because you just focused on trying to like grow the kids and grow the sport in a sense. Because if the more knowledge you giving, the better the sport gonna be as a whole too. You know what I'm saying? I that's how I look at it. That's why I kept my son there. I was like, the man take his time, and if a kid's willing to learn, this man's an open book.
Well, having a kid like Thomas is one of the main reasons why I coach. If I could have kids like that every year, I would do this forever. I mean, it's just, that's what you're looking for. A kid like that's just buying in, respectful, do whatever it takes, has a great family, guiding him in the right direction, getting his grades. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, it took it. Y'all seen the not the finished product because he's still he's young, but y'all, it took a lot to get that boy there though. You too. You got a son too, so it's like you got it took a lot to get him there. But I really appreciate somebody saying that back. You know what I'm saying, to us, because we did put a lot of work into.
You guys did a great job with him, man.
We still working on him though. He's still kind of rough around, and it's
they all are, man. You're gonna have them forever.
Yeah, definitely, man. I really appreciate you saying that though, for real. When you see a player come in that is kind of like raw to the game, but just physically athletic, what do you see being that it's at the high school level, it's kind of like late. Like, what
Right.
was your?
Well, they got to have that work ethic that you can't coach, you can't teach. It's either in there or it's not. Like, you got kids that, you know, have been playing their whole life and they're good players and they think they're better than they are and they don't work as hard. And then you got this kid that started late, working, and he's passing that kid that was good. You know, so just because you're the best player now, 3-4 years ago doesn't mean you're going to be the best player still.
How hard does that make your job though? In general, like you see, like, damn, this kid can do something.
Could do it and he's not. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's tough. And you're trying to kind of teach them and show them, but not rub them the wrong way too. Is it
too much to pour in the pot like at once? Because it's, you know, the time frame is not as long.
So you just got to understand, you know, like everyone's not going to go pro. Everyone's not going to go to college. Some kids are just doing this, you know, because maybe they just love the game and they want to stay out of trouble or, you know, whatever it is. Everyone's doing it for different reasons. So just, you know, as long as they're having fun, you know, and you teach them to work hard and be accountable, get there on time, you know, get their grades. And then at the end of the day, it'll all work out.
Coach, man, you got to keep coaching, bro, for real. We need energy like that. You teaching whoever you got in front of you. And if anybody want to join, come on. But
it's tough though, because especially at Deerfield, you know, you coach these kids up, they get better, they get their grades, and then you got different schools plucking them from you.
They gonna pluck.
And it's frustrating.
It's going to take away from the family life. But starting a travel team with the actual team, because I noticed a lot of people doing that. When we was for the Trey's summer, we ended up going traveling.
I would never get away with that. I'm lucky doing what I'm doing. There's no way. Yeah, that ain't happening. I got a 2-year-old. You know, I got a new young family, so that would be not good. I'm lucky that I'm allowed to do this. Yeah.
How long you been coaching out there for her?
This is going to be my 4th year.
You really knew it. Like I feel like once you get like real, if you stay there, like if you get real deeply rooted into that stuff, man, I think it'll get better, bro. Like I promise you, bro. Like your energy. Because I used to watch, like I said, I used to watch you coaching at Pompano League. I was hoping you would be out there when Thomas got older to be up on one of your teams. Because I remember you coaching out there with the big hat and with that long ass bat. What that bat for, anyways?
Oh, fungo. That's how you hit the little balls to them, pop ups, grounders.
Yeah, I was like, that bat. That's a cheating bet. It's like a broomstick almost.
Right. Yeah, you can only throw it up and hit it. If you like hit it by a pitch, it'll break.
So what material is made? Is it made out of wood?
Yeah. Well, they have them wood and metal. So I actually have both. So
when they say those numbers, when they say triple play, they be saying like 4-6-3 double play, like stuff like that. Those are the numbers of the positions, and it's in the order of the play. From like the number, it came from the first number to the next, second. So can you run down one of those scenarios for me?
All right. So let's just say a double play that says 6-4-3. So that means the ball was hit to the shortstop. He flipped it to the second baseman, which is 4. And then the second baseman threw it to the first baseman, which is 3. So that would be a double play, the shortstop to second base to first base.
Okay. So, that's what threw me off about the numbers, because first base,
you would think 1,
but first is number 1 is the pitcher. 2 is the
catcher,
and then 3. So it going down and over, and then
it's weird because then it goes over, and then it goes 5 is third, and then 6 is shortstop, and then it left 7, 8, 9.
And I missed out on a lot of nice commentary broadcasting in my little booth thing, because I could have called out some of those things, but I'm like, man, I don't know.
You're learning. Just think this year.
Yeah, definitely.
You're killing it. Baseball's a thing. It's got a lot of different things you got to know.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to there's a lot to learn. Yeah, it's a lot of little things.
Yeah, and I noticed that because you can see like certain mistakes, you'll be like, damn, but that person probably was physically capable of doing it, but they couldn't think about like what the next move should be. And that's just repetition, it seemed like.
Yeah. And anticipation, kind of thinking about what's going to happen before it happens.
And I ask my son this too. 'Cause I'm glad I got you here because there's a lot of questions I ask him, but he'll just be like, yeah, kids, they give you the short answer. When somebody's batting, he's saying that y'all literally can hit the ball to the direction y'all want it to be. I thought y'all just swung just to make contact. Well, but he said you could actually.
The better you get at it, you can. Yeah. Not everyone's doing that, but yeah, you can. So just depending on like the pitch, the location of the pitch, if the ball's way outside and you try to pull it down third base, if you're a righty, you're not gonna be able to hit that pitch. So you got to kind of just throw your hands at it and hit it that way. So it depends on where the pitch is located.
As fast as that ball coming to me, you telling me a person can literally see the ball that they want to see, hit it, and control coming like even.
This takes millions of reps.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, bro. Because I'm like, how did this person just? Because he's saying something about pulling, and it's like something about batting. It's my bad. I'm not even.
Yeah, no. I know exactly what you're saying. So pulling would be if I'm righty, I hit it like the third base or that side, and then letting the ball travel and hit it opposite field would be hitting it towards first base or second base. So it all depends on like your approach, the counts. Like if it's 2 balls, no strikes, now you can just, you're cheating on like a fastball over the plate so you can crush it. If you got 2 strikes and no balls, now your approach changes. You kind of got to be more protective, and you're just trying to put the ball in play.
Batters will be standing a certain way, and like you said, when the count get kind of like more terrible, you see they get kind of
protective, right?
Yeah,
they move closer to the plate, maybe choke up because you don't want to strike out.
Okay,
so, you gotta make it.
That's a lesson, y'all. I'm learning right now too with y'all. Man. I actually was watching the finals, but this
World Series,
that was kind of not exciting. For whoever team won, that's cool, bro. You don't got to say the kid's name, but seeing a kid like, damn, I know for a fact if he lock in, he can go to that level.
Yeah. Yeah, we see those kids, but it's very rare that you have a kid like that and they're putting in the work. That's the problem. A lot of kids, especially at the high school level, they have a little bit of a success. They think they're better than they are, and they don't work as hard as they need to get to the next level.
Damn.
So, it's tough, man.
Do you think about making like a videos or something to just walk? Like you could find them.
That's a good idea.
But, like, send it, hey, this is what y'all, lock in. You could lock your channel or whatever videos and just walk through certain scenarios, especially for parents too, because
that's a great idea. I never even thought of that. That would be a great idea, and to make them go study it.
They can study it because, like football, we go home, we watch the film on our tablet or whatever, and break down like what we're supposed to be if we see this formation or something like that. It could be different scenarios where you could, film it.
And you can't just go over it one time because, that's not going to work either. So you got to go over it and over it and over it. And sometimes I still mess it up. So that's a great idea. Might do that, especially when we go over these different first and thirds and stuff. That might be a great idea just so everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
I like it.
Yeah, bro. We gotta keep trying to grow this shit.
You the man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we gotta keep trying to grow this because I feel like Diffin had a couple of potential teams that was like, coaches really teaching these kids like this game, and they can actually beat some of these good teams and go far. Yeah. That one year, I was like, I knew we was on our way. I don't want to bring up bad news. No, it's like talking about Florida State right now. Just let the people know.
Yeah, no, I mean, very excited about this upcoming season. Definitely try to get out there, check us out if you can. Yeah, we're definitely going to be competitive. So if you want to watch a good game, check us out.
All right. That's Coach Drew. The team is going to be taking off. I like to play this sound effect.
Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors, they dip.
That's why I feel like your career at this coaching thing, whether it's at Deerfield or not, man, like the way you are as a person and the energy you give, everybody just you're a person that people gravitate toward. They want to work with you. You know what I'm saying?
I really appreciate it.
Never had bad energy from you. I just asked a couple of questions I probably annoyed you with, but it's just because I was learning, I didn't understand.
No, I understand completely. After some tough games, you just like,
kind of get frustrated.
Yeah,
it's understood. That's normal, man. We human, man. But I appreciate you, Coach. Hopefully this won't be the last time you come on here.
Really appreciate it, man.
It's the Dub Average Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, you want to give a shout out to your Instagram or something like that? You want somebody to follow you?
Mr._Phillips 954.
There you go. There you go. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my man.
And we're out.
Thank you, everyone.
Until next time.